We're at 4.5 hours? I can still go at least one more. I want to get as much done today as I can so I can hopefully finish the game on Sunday. Date unknown, time unknown. By the way, Phoenix is an idiot for running across that bridge. Actual moron. Who could that be at this time of night? Beep. Yes, Edgeworth speaking. Edgeworth is back in the game! Edgy, get up! It's an emergency! Huh? Larry? Do you know what time it is? It's not Larry, it's Laurice! Laurice Dedham! This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over and... Wait, don't hang up! It's an emergency! It's Nick! He took a really nasty spill! Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking, his life is in danger! What? What happened? Tell me! Talk about a guy with bad luck! He may already be dead! Anyway, you gotta come back! You're the only one that can help! My Iris, my beautiful Iris, she needs help! Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. Beware, you haven't even asked me. I'm at the detention center, please hurry! It's been 1 year since I left that country. I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion, as if I expected anything to change. Wait, am I Edgeworth now? You're late, Edgy! What took you so long? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. Well, you should have chartered a faster one. Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Miss Elise and Nick is and it cut off the dialogue again. I'm really sick of that. Why is that happening so much in this episode? Huh? Say something, Edgeworth. I'm giving up on you. Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital and paid Wright a visit. Oh, that's why Phoenix was in the hospital during 3-4. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. The murder victim was the picture book offer, Miss Elise Denham. Well, I hope that she wasn't actually Misty Fey then. She was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. The hospital says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Yes, that's right. You got it. But they arrested her, my sweet little Iris. And here I was, convinced he was the one the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. What are you talking about? They're things Wright gave to me when I was leaving his room. This is the first. Oh my goodness, we can do the interrogation jutsu with that. Dude, you get to play as Edgeworth in 3-5? That's actually kind of sick. That's kind of cool. It's way better than when he just showed up as a Deus Ex Machina in 2-4, that's for sure. He said some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with this. And the other. He couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is, could he? I don't think that you can just hand your attorney badge to a prosecutor, and that means that they are legally a lawyer. I don't think that's how that works. I'm begging you, Iris's trial starts tomorrow. With Nick out of the picture, you're all I've got left. You're the only one that can represent her. What did you just say? You know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? Why do you think I called you anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. What do you mean you won't tell? The judge knows. Like, all of the people in this area know. But I mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before. Okay, yeah, he's kind of onto something there, bro. He's actually kind of onto something there. I can't even lie, my man. How could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay? They let me cross-examine a parrot, Edgeworth. I cross-examined a parrot. Please, Edgeworth. At least listen to her. Listen to Iris' side of the story. Tyler, welcome to stream. I've been watching your videos ever since I saw you play Pokemon XG and Next Gen. Love your playthroughs. My son watches them too. Oh, that's awesome, man. Thanks for watching. Glad you enjoy. So I wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. Dahlia music. Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I'll at least hear what you have to say about the murder. Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Laurice said that he might even die. Fortunately, he'll be fine. Larry, you moron, how could you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed. Thank goodness. But he's caught some kind of nasty cold. A cold? He's running a high fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. Must be imagining things. This woman, I feel like I've met her before. Are you Dahlia, or aren't you? Pardon me, Iris, I'd like to ask you something if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling you and I have met before. It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazakura Temple. Hazakura Temple? What's that? It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power. Spiritual power? Did you go to that temple for that reason as well? No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them. In that case, what are you doing at that temple then? I've committed some sins. Sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there and why I continue to train. To purify my soul. Interesting. I want to ask you about last night, the night of the crime. Alright. I helped to clean up after dinner and then went back to my room at about 8 o'clock. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10. Bell? We ring it at the same time each night? I see. And then? And then, I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there. Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to? I was frightened. Frightened? So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. There's more to her story. I just know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder. Yes. However, you didn't go. Because you say you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of? Ooh, psych lock already? Okay. Only 2 instead of 5. What in the world? Is there something wrong? Yeah, don't mind me. I've just awoken to my chakra. My Sharingan is activated, and I'm trying to make sense of this interrogation jutsu. I'm sorry, it's nothing. Looks like she's not aware of them herself. These must be what Wright was talking about, the psycho locks. Psycho locks. I believe he said I needed to present this Magatama item to do something. So do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night? I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual power? Yes, spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example. Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. You're a man of science? Since when? I don't believe in spiritual power. Yes, I understand, most people don't. And I'm certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise Denham? No, I'm not the one who took her life. Those psycho-lock things aren't appearing. Suppose that means I can believe that she's not lying. Well, this happened to Phoenix once before. But she was pretty direct with her speech, though. What's wrong? Can't believe what I'm thinking. And here I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual power. Appears that's about all that you can tell me. Thank you very much for listening to my story. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you. Me? Yes, at the trial tomorrow, he asked me to defend you. If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I'll gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands. But before that, I have one question. Yes? Do you know Wright? Why would you ask that? Whenever you came up in our conversation, he would begin to act a little strange. Mr. Edgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? He's a very dear and indispensable friend. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. You deceived him? I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth. So you are Dahlia? Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. And until he learns the truth, I don't think he'll ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. All right, Mr. Edgeworth, I promise. Very well. I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal. Okay. That's enough info gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene. Oh, I'm not going to hit her with the Cyclock? Oh, wait, Cyclock. Take that! Take that! Interrogation jutsu! I was frightened. Since I've been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers, understand? Yes, sir. Smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the inner temple last night? Yes, I swear, I already told you that. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much you couldn't even leave your own room? Okay. Well, I don't think I have whatever. Yo, Gumshoe! I don't think I have whatever I need for this. Still don't have enough info. Need to investigate further. All right, see you later. To the bridge. Well, yeah, it makes sense that this would be boarded up. Sure is cold, all right. So this is it. Dusky Bridge. Oh, Row, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. My boy, let's go! Gumshoe! 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 Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. It's been about a year, or has it been longer? It doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shuffling around up here. Oh, ouch! And there's that sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me guess. You were transferred by HR to the local precinct? A wise decision. The vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. Everybody was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Gumshoe indeed. Like gum on your shoe, he's impossible to get rid of. Alright, the more Edgeworth is meeting the Gumshoe, the less I like Edgeworth. I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Great. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Godot was gonna get here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell ya. Prosecutor Godot. Yeah, Diego. Still don't get back. I can't read. I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case. I tried to read the second half of the sentence first for some reason. It's simple. Well, simple as simple does, as they say. Now, you got no idea how much I missed that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing. A witness? Yeah, that bikini lady. Bikini lady? Here, on this freezing cold mountain? Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. I have to talk to this bikini lady. I mean, decisive witness myself. So this is the bridge that Wright fell through. Yep, can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross is how it goes, right? Or was that leap? And, is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. But we can't get over there without a bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training, and now they're stuck there. Yes, I heard that from Wright. It's Mia Fey. Oh no, her again? Anyway, the air is really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's gonna be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir. Will she be alright in this cold? How did this bridge burn down anyway? We're almost 100% sure it was lightning. Lightning? That's crazy. You're telling me the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning? Yep, last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that, but according to the weather data, lightning definitely struck. Okay, regional weather report for the night of the crime. I see. This is a very detailed weather report. I want to read that. Eagle Mountain. This is Eagle Mountain! This is the same bridge? That's insane! I mean, it's not that insane. It's very anime. Snow with occasional lightning strikes. Snows 7 to approximately 10:50 p.m. Lightning 10 to 11 p.m. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45. Around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. All right. Almost too detailed. It even has the exact time that the lightning struck the bridge. Oh, we got that information from the witness's testimony. Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge? Who is this witness? Sorry, I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir. So who's this Prosecutor Godot? I've never heard of him. Yeah, he's a new guy, showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but nobody can say a bad word about the guy. What kind of a man is he? He just became a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir, real good. I've literally only seen him lose cases. If he's so good, how is it that I've never heard of him? Is he the lead prosecutor on this case? You bet he is. After all, you know who is right in the middle of it. You know who. Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Godot has really got it in for Mr. Wright. Oh. Yeah, he seems to have some kind of a grudge. And what would be the cause of this grudge? I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something. None of this is making any sense. I'd better look into this Godot myself. Is there anything I can, present you? I have Iris's hood, huh? Anything about Elise? There's a lot we don't know about this victim. We don't know her real name, her background. We don't know anything, really. Is she Misty Fey? And she died? That's awful. That's rather odd. If she was trying to hide her identity, why would she become an author? I'll bet it was just one of those things, you know? She probably never expected to get so popular. Authors use pseudonyms all the time. It's very common. I feel like I've seen this girl somewhere before. She wasn't from a prior case, was she? Nope, can't be. We did a database search with her fingerprints and came up with nothing. I see. Just can't shake this nagging feeling. Well, everyone knows that you're quite popular with the ladies, sir. Maybe she's an old girlfriend that you sent to Dumpsville when you were younger. I love Gumshoe, man. Detective, where did you hear such nonsense from? I didn't hear it from anyone. It's just sort of how I imagine you to be, sir. Do I really inspire this sort of frothing desire from the female masses? Why do you talk like that? He's supposed to be Miss Elise Denham's apprentice or something. I see. Yeah, he drew a nice portrait of me. That's nice. But he made me pay him 50 cents for it. I'm sorry about that. You don't seem very interested in him, Mr. Edgeworth. I really don't want to talk about him, that's why. Hey, this is you. Your face is more drawn out than the last time I saw you over a year ago. Really? I thought so. No, wait. It's not so much drawn out as weary and tired. Maybe just plain old thin. I thought that too, sir. My salary's been kinda on the low end. So yeah, my food options have been kinda non-existent. Off-brand chicken soup, off-brand spaghetti, off-brand bread, that sort of stuff. Thought you were really into instant noodles last year. I got really sick of the stuff after a while, sir. Whenever something happens, this guy always shows up like he hasn't got a care. In fact, you know what? Every time he shows up, I always wonder the same thing. Maybe somehow he's actually the cause of all these incidents. Gumshoe, you're on to something. I wonder if Gumshoe has realized it yet. But you could say the exact same thing about him. Usually hear about promising young prosecutor candidates while they're still in school, but I've never seen or heard of this person. Gotta admit, he's puzzling all right. He just appeared one day, big mug of steaming coffee in his hand. Sounds like an interesting man. Yeah, the whole prosecutor's office is really into double espresso macchiato. I don't know how to say that word. Lately, I've been streaming for almost 5 hours. Cut me some slack. All right, thanks, Gumshoe. Let's go talk to Bikini. Never mind, it's Larry. Yo, Edgeworth, what took you so long? I'm so cold, my brain's turned to sherbet. I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. What do you mean? Ride is gonna be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey, wait a sec. Hold it. Objection. What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another, and... What kind of lame excuse is that, and you call yourself a defense attorney? Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor, and that's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney, just sounds plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore. Huh, dude, Edgeworth. I don't see you for a couple of years and your heart turns to sherbet. I'd say more like sorbet. It's rather cold here. Iris didn't murder her, someone else did. I just know it, okay, so trust me on this one. Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is. Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgeworth? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? To put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent? Come on, a girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer. I want to shoot you. I was right after all. I should never have come back. No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time, honest. If I had a penny for every time he said that. It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. You can't force things too much, know what I mean? Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. Nah, forget it. I didn't say anything. Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry? What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it? What? Get lost, go back on your chartered jet and get out of my sight, you creep. I hope your plane crashes and you die. Okay, Larry. I'll ask just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? Well, Larry, you dumb idiot. As I suspected, psycho locks. I love that he calls them psycho locks. Sorry, man. You know me. I just don't remember. My short-term memory is a wreck, dude. All right, I'm going to need more intel to push you on this. Do I need to show you any of this? I know I may not look it, but I'm an artist. I refuse to look at anything that doesn't have a radiant, beautiful motif. He doesn't even give a glance. Photo of Elise. Still can't believe it. She was such a great person, but someone's pinning this murder on my sweet little Iris. Edgeworth, please. I'm counting on you. Well, frankly, I was hoping you could give me a little more than that. Well then, I got it. I'll draw you a portrait. How about that? Since you're kind enough to offer, all right. Weirdo. I don't know that I need to show you any of this other stuff. Know anything about Cadeau? Nope. I have a feeling that she's hiding something. Could be, after all, she's shy and gets embarrassed pretty easily. I don't think that has anything to do with it. Why not? Look, I know all about this kind of thing. Come on, Edgeworth, you were a guy once. A lot of girls are like ours, you know I'm right. Well, you most certainly seem to have convinced yourself. Man, I love shy girls like her. It's just so cute, you know what I mean? Still doesn't listen to others, I see. I guess some people just never change. I don't think I need to keep doing this. Alright, main hall. Is this where Bikini is? Hey, hello there, how you feeling? Oh, Gumshoe is Gumshoe our Maya? Is he our, like, sidekick? I love this so much. I love it so much. Alright, I suppose. Huh? Who's this? My name is Miles Edgeworth. My, a handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... Please don't call me boy. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. Well, you found her. Now, what can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis. Ha ha ha! If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek. Big bug. Okay, I hate that. I hate that a lot. Mr. Edgeworth, this is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps getting cut. My stomach is already growling in protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Well, first, I want to hear what you know. Wait a minute, there's a thing behind you that wasn't... What is this? This wasn't here before. There are more Enza cushions in the corner of the room. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under that stack? Beats me. Would you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. I love Gumshoe. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. Looks like an old manila envelope. Ah! What is it, Detective? This could be it. An ultra-important clue. A super special clue. Suppose I should read it myself, then. Looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall, unless you want your secret to be exposed. This sounds like a blackmail letter. Okay, that's pretty intense. Found in the main hall, maybe she dropped it? Nice going there, Mr. Edgeworth. Why can't I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra-important prosecutor, a super-duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it takes a super-duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. To Iris of Hazakura Temple. Salutation here? There is something I must talk... Salutation here? There is something I must talk to you about. I'll be waiting for you tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Make sure you come unless you want your secret to be exposed. Okay. Very interesting. Is there anything else? This all looks the same as last time. It's probably a bunch of repeat dialogue. The night of the crime. First, I'd like to ask you about last night. Well, last night we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple. She must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that? Suppose it was about 9 when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. The channeling dojo head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. Wow, you're right. That does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard, but your duty was in the inner temple. Why'd you come back here? The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps, ha ha ha. I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a decidedly different reason. You get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Why return? As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct? Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is I've got a bad lower back. A bad lower back? Yes, it's especially bad in the winter, so bad that I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall. So you left the disciple all alone. Don't be ridiculous, I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she had rung the bell for lights out. Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? So did this head nun actually see Iris there? I think I better try to get some more details. What did you see? Alright then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. Must have been past 11. No, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart. Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie. I saw 2 people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword. Did you see this criminal with your own eyes? This is a pretty intense image. I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris. You must have been quite shocked. Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom, and I happened to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked, too. I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. And when I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed and then I passed out. Unfortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid. However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural. Unnatural? Unless she's actually Dahlia. The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. I wonder what she means by that. The acolyte. So is this acolyte that was to train at the Inner Temple? Her name is Mia Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. And after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course. Special course? It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times. You don't mean to tell me she's still doing that over at the Inner Temple, do you? No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night, we still hadn't started the training session itself. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, dear, there's one thing I forgot to tell you. Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of this. Do you know this small girl? I believe she is Mystic Maya's sister. Oh yeah, where is Pearl? Maya has a little sister? She has a cousin. Oh, you mean Little Pearl? That's Mia Fey's cousin. Little Pearl. I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we'd finished with dinner cleanup, but I haven't seen her at all since late last night. She's dead! She's nowhere to be found. You mean she was with the victim? It's all the fault of my stupid creaky old back. A little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone. As they say, the plot thickens. Hey, do I need to present anything to you? You know anything about this? Do you know anything about this old crumpled up letter? Is that addressed to Iris? Yep, clearly says to Iris on it. Can't believe it, that girl doesn't have any secrets from me. Ah, so Sister Bikini didn't know anything about it. Anything about the lightning? About this here? Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see what reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachment to much of the transient material realm. Guess you could call me an immaterial girl. Guess she lives in an immaterial world, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Alright, so nothing. Anything about, her? Ah, how could such a terrible thing have happened? It's all my fault. Well, come on, lady. Insta-skipped. Quiet. What do you know anyway? Ouch, you're scary. With that stupid 5 o'clock shadow and that stupid old coat of yours, it's too bad you weren't the one that disappeared. Alright, well, I hope that you die. Why does she have to take it all out on me? Gumshoe, I hope that you got that date with Maggie. Her anger does seem a little manufactured. Iris's hood, maybe? Well, that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection. Oh, I see. What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know. Put it on already. No, I can't. I was just... Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. It's like it was made just for you, Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean by that, detective? Looks absolutely marvelous. You've just got to keep it on for a while. Is this some sort of divine retribution? Anything about Misty Fey? Well, look what you found. That's the master of the crane channeling technique, Mystic Misty Fey. It's been nearly 20 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Apparently, she intended to pass on the master title to her daughter. Who is this daughter? Well, I myself am part of a branch family of the Fey clan, but even I'm not privy to information concerning the main family. Well, it was Mia, and now it's Maya. She's a very important visitor, you know, an honored acolyte. Honored? How so? The Fey name is synonymous with the crane channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spirit medium of great power indeed. Now that you mention it, 1 year ago, there was a case that was about the master of the crane channeling technique. Detective. I detest talk of supernatural drivel. I suppose now you'll say she has midichlorians? Nice Star Wars reference. Ha, so it gives you the creeps, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? That's got nothing to do with it. Oh, this poor girl, where could she have gone? Well, we checked out her home and she's not there. And she's nowhere in the vicinity of the temple either. Which means there's only a few other possibilities to where she could be. Do you think maybe she fell off the bridge and was carried downstream? Why do you have to be such a pessimist, detective? That's a reasonable thing to ask. Shut up. I was just trying to think like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Ironic, I became a pessimist only after I had the pleasure of working with you. Shut up, Edgeworth. Shut up. Alright, that's probably everything. Courtyard. I don't think I've been here yet. Oh, there's the bloody sword and all. And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched. Thanks, detective. I'll just have a look around. Looks like the police are still investigating. Oh yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask just to be sure. Are you really going to defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitment. Well, in that case, I gotta be careful. Gotta make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation. Don't worry about it, Detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow out on its own. You got it, sir. I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap. Yes, you do that, Detective. Just how much has your runny spout leaked over the years? Oh, this music. So the sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon. It sure is. It's called a shishishito, by the way. Nasty piece of work, sir. There's still blood on it. I suppose this is the victim's blood? Yep, it's all over the blade. And speaking of all over the blade, there are fingerprints all over the hilt of the shishishito, too. Fingerprints? Naturally, they match the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant. Her fingerprints are on the murder weapon? What's wrong? You're looking really solemn. Is this how it is for Wright? Is this what it's like to be a defense attorney? Yeah, I figure it doesn't feel really good. To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. The apparent murder weapon has the victim's blood and the suspect's fingerprints, alright? This staff? What's this? Looks like a wizard's staff. The amethyst orb is missing from it. That belonged to the victim, Miss Elise. There's nothing strange or magical about it. Oh yeah, listen, this is just between us, okay, sir? Yes, what? This is top secret stuff, don't tell anyone about it. Alright. The truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. I love Gumshoe, man. That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me? That's it? This staff was made from a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it? Just the victim's. Carried by Elise when she was alive, has her fingerprints on it. It's also missing the purple orb. That's gonna come into play later. It's a lantern. I suppose they light it at night. There's something elegant about the light of a fire. At the end of each month, I always like to relax in my room by candlelight. Detective, can you not afford to pay your electricity bill? How'd you know? Gumshoe. Gumshoe, no. What's this? The main gate must be just over that stone wall. Ah, stone walls. Jumped over a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, but not all. Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of paucity of words? Chat, what does paucity mean? Oh, whoops. Stop! There we go. I just love skiing. Really? You don't seem the type. Well, what about sleds? Sleds? Nah, they're a little too kiddie, you know? Messes with my hard-boiled image. What's with the silence, Mr. Edgeworth? Is the world starting to go mad? Stop being mean to Gumshoe. Oh, wait. The main hall of Hazakura Temple is above us here. Hey, you're right, but I'm pretty sure the main hall didn't have a second floor. Hazakura Temple was built on a steep part of the mountain. The front and back of the main hall are on different levels. Ah, that makes sense. But wouldn't it be easier just to build the place slanted, sir? Fail to see how you can consider that to be an even remotely good idea. Anything else? Anything else? It looks like we're good to go. Alright. Oh, I can actually talk to Gumshoe. The victim is the famous picture book author, Miss Elise. Her entire past up until she won that writing award last year is a total mystery. She might still be Misty Fey, and that she died at the start of this is... Why do they hate the Fey women in this game? Mia, Misty, just kill Maya at this point while you're at it. It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. The estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 and 11 p.m. on February 7th. Cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon. The murder weapon? The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes. The victim's entire body was covered with bruises. Okay, interesting. The bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a two-story building. A two-story building? That would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct? Hey, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. So she was pushed out of the building first and then stabbed? That just happens to be the room that Elise was staying in. Maybe she was pushed out of the window after she was stabbed by the sword. No, it would have to be before she was stabbed, right? How could it be after? Now then, Detective, let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far. Okay, let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, right after they'd finished dinner, she and Mia Fey headed to the inner temple. Okay. Give myself a drink of water. At 10 p.m. after ringing the bells for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. I actually ran out of water a bit ago, but it had ice in it, and the ice is melted to give me more water. I planned this out perfectly. The stream has been so long. At 10 p.m. after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. Did she actually, though? When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to Hazakura Temple. Okay. After taking a hot bath to soothe their back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini yourself in the main hall. Inner temple, huh? I'd like some more information about that place. Inner temple. What is this inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at? According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge. The bridge that burned down, huh? Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the inner temple? Nope, not a thing. Nothing. The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there. So the only thing there is the inner temple. Here, it's not the kind of place a person could survive in. Please be alright, Maya. Trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? Pretty sure it's that Godot guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold and won't be defending, he just lost interest. I intend to appear in court in the role of defense attorney. However, I'd be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why, but I'm not the one you have to worry about. How would people not know who Edgeworth is in this business? I think the real problem is going to be that judge. Yes, he would certainly remember my face even after such a long absence. That's why I requested that another judge preside over the trial tomorrow. The final case isn't going to have the normal judge? That's kind of lame. That sucks. Please don't be the Canadian. We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir? There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Wow, Mr. Edgeworth, I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull. Are they gonna do the same thing they did to Franziska in Justice for All, where, they built Franziska up as the prosecutor throughout Justice for All, and then at the end it was like, she's not in the game anymore, basically. It's actually just gonna be Edgeworth, really. Are they gonna, cut out Godot at the very end? That would be super lame for them to make that same stupid decision twice. I don't know if I need to talk to you anymore. Oh, main gate. I don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe we scared the poor kid away. His heart was shut tight with a number of psycho locks. Guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. Okay, so we have to find Larry. Not here. Detention center. Oh, hello. Iris again. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. Came back because I need to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind. But I've already told you everything that Iris, please remember. I'm on your side. You can tell me anything. Yes, thank you. I was wondering if we could go to Wright & Co. Law. Inner Temple. Just finished speaking with the head nun of the Hazakura Temple, whatever it's called. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Elise with a sword. And one more thing. Magic must defeat magic. She said that when Mia Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well. What? When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. And yet, Sister Bikini says she met with you at the Inner Temple that very night. But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night. Looks like she's unwilling to tell me the whole truth. Wonder if they'll find the answers I'm looking for if I break those psych locks. Do I have the info I need to break the psych locks now? How does your psych lock work again? I was frightened. Since I've been handed this case, it's my duty to dig up all the answers, understand? Yes, sir. Smallest flame can sometimes bathe the case in a whole new light. My years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true you didn't go to the Inner Temple last night? Yes, I swear, I already told you that. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much you couldn't even leave your own room? The Shishishito. She was afraid of it. Maybe the blackmail? Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Is Heavenly Hall the Inner Temple? I don't remember. Oh, well, no, it's not saying that she was too afraid to go to the Inner Temple. She's just saying she was too afraid to leave her room. So I assume it's the blackmail. Take that! Take that! Found this in the main hall. It's addressed to you. Ah, that's... Well, Iris, why? Why are you glaring at me like that? That's just Edgeworth's face. You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct? Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way. But Mr. Edgeworth? Yes? I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me. A prank? Well, yes, after all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it that would cause me any grief. I wonder about that. Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her. No, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person you didn't want your secret told to. A person, huh? Well, it's gotta be Phoenix, right? There are only 3 people it could be. Elise, Maya, and Phoenix. She didn't want to tell Phoenix. Yeah, didn't we say that she has to tell stuff to Phoenix? Now, she's keeping a secret from Phoenix. Take that! Take that! Phoenix Wright. Ah! You mean something to Wright, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say? I should have expected this much, especially from a friend of his. Nailed it. Get interrogation jutsu'd, idiot. Alright, hit me. After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it. What is this Heavenly Hall the letter mentioned? It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge. A small shack, huh? It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near. Oh, is this the shack? Is this the shack where Terry made his promise with Dahlia and they buried the bottle necklace? Where is it on this map? It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. The reality is, to get to the Inner Temple, I had no choice but to cross the bridge. By the way, I'm realizing now you can see where this matches the map that we used in Mia's case, the Dusky Bridge map. It absolutely 100% is the exact same bridge. Because right there's the little outcropping that we used as evidence to stop, to catch Dahlia on her picture lies. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall. I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't even want to think about it. So this is the secret that you locked away in your heart. Yes, looks as though I may have to visit this Heavenly Hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer. Who would have blackmailed her? Dahlia? Is she not Dahlia, and then Dahlia blackmailed her? In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night? Yes, that's exactly right. Alright, rang lights out bell at 10 and was then in her room until the murder was discovered. Alright, that's her testimony. The trial starts tomorrow. I promise you I will win. I'm gonna win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. But when I do, you must promise me that you'll tell him your secret. But it's pointless. Why would you say that? Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am. Am I supposed to, like, present you? Who are you? You want to know about me? There's not much to tell, I'm afraid. Just let me get one thing straight. You were raised at Hazakura Temple, correct? And yet somehow you seem to know right. So you two must have crossed paths somewhere. No, Mr. Edgeworth, whomever it was, it couldn't have been me. What is that supposed to mean? Okay, weird. Gumshoe, I love Gumshoe, man. I love Gumshoe so much. Heavenly Hall. Oh my goodness. It's where Larry is doing all. He even has all of the little flag streamers that he used in, I don't even remember what case it was. The one with the Loch Ness Monster case. Oh my goodness. I think that was like 2-2 or something, or 2-3. I don't remember. No, it wasn't Big Top. Was it Big Top? Maybe it was 2-2. I don't remember. Or no. Was it 1-4? Whatever. Well, yeah, it was 1-4 because it was the one where Edgeworth shot the dude on the lake, and that's why he was at the lake and it mattered. Right. Well, not Edgeworth, but he was framed for it. Whoa, not much of a view down here, huh? Still better than the view from my apartment, though. Huh, someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. Ah, why? Why does this always happen? Oh my goodness, why is it Larry? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Next, it's gonna be prison, I guess. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Shh, be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. Done that? What did he do, I wonder? Hey, you! About what you just said, I got an objection! The music that plays when Gumshoe becomes the main character and saves the day! What the? Edgeworth, you dirty rat! Gumshoe, you oaf. I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection. And in a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed with my pointer finger. You've watched too many Trials. I'm sorry. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? What is this little shack, anyway? Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. And why were you down here in the first place? Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's, artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. One thing's for sure, no one's likely to show up and disturb you here. So can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. Who on earth drinks hot water? Disgusting. Listen to me, Edgeworth. You gotta do this. You gotta save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Watch your mouth. Anyway, I made up my mind about it. I'm gonna marry that girl. Oh, here we go. Edgeworth, just throw him into the river. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet. But I can tell how she feels by the look in her eyes. She's got this I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. Die in a fire. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He'd never imagined that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be shocked indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt? What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. If we really want to know the answer to that, we're gonna have to drag him onto the witness stand. No, not him. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Aw, man, don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. You fail to get women constantly, bro. Constantly. Like, all the time. Okay, chill out with those scary eyes, I get it. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. Something incredible? Oh, here we go again. Bop, bop, bop. Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Oh my goodness. Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him? Okay, I don't think we have anything else going on. We should examine everything first, but I don't think we have anything else going on, so I think we have to break this psych lock. That's a horrible graffiti problem you got there, pal. You don't know anything, a detective. This is art. It's an expression of my bittersweet love for Iris. Larry, do you know what the difference between graffiti and true art is? It's how the artist himself defines it, right? I should have seen that one coming. Well, if that's the case, then all of my lunchboxes are masterpieces too, pal. Oh, that was the whole hall, okay. The straw roof is totally covered with freshly fallen powdery snow. Wow, it makes a nice image, doesn't it? I always did like the rustic look. Heavenly Hall, I suppose it's an appropriate name in some sense. You got that right. Look at that bridge up there. This place has to be heaven because that thing is heck. You would do well to remember, Larry, that this is a sacred place to some people. Idiot. It's a little far, but I have a pretty clear view of Dusky Bridge from here. I still can't believe it, really. What is it, Larry? Huh? No, nothing. It's nothing. Sounds pretty sus to me, pal. Something about that statement smells, and you know what they say? Shut up, shut up. What is this festive-looking ornament? It reminds me of art class in grade school. I used to have a lot of fun decorating the classroom with origami, remember? Well, Oh yeah, you were never any good at it. Really? Yeah, this guy was so bad he couldn't even fold $1, let alone a crane. Everyone tried to comfort him, but he would just sit there sobbing. Really? I never would have guessed that. Be quiet already. I'll never forget the shame of that day. You want a crane? I can now make a perfect quarter-inch crane without a single flaw. You know, Edgeworth, nothing for nothing, but a quarter-inch crane without a single flaw is not easy. Yeah, it's quite a feat, Prosecutor Edgeworth. This is exactly why I hate childhood friends. This is the Eagle River, sir. Runs pretty fast, so it doesn't ice over, even in the winter. If it had iced over, Wright would have been in some serious trouble. You're right about that. He would have landed on the ice and slid downstream to who knows where. Not exactly what I meant, but alright. He would have friggin' died from the impact. These go all the way to Dusky Bridge. It's a pretty long but easy walk. Fell down 4 times on my way down here, sir. Why would you say that? Sorry about that, detective. I ate 4 bananas and tossed their peels on the stairs on my way down here. What are you talking about? What? So that's what I was slipping on. Be careful on the way back. Those deadly banana peels are still out there. That's a real important piece of info right there, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think that's everything. Alright, so can I break your psych lock? How does your psych lock go? I don't think I tried it earlier. I didn't try it earlier because I knew I had a bunch of people to still talk to, but we're probably running low on people to talk to by now if we even have any. Alright, now you're gonna tell me what you really saw last night? Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgeworth? Okay, I'll talk. That was a bit too easy. Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. Oh, you're the one who saw the lightning. I'd been sleeping, I'm not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing, the world in front of me went white, words. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi. Isn't Naomi the name of the chick from 1-1? And then it was on fire. The bridge was on fire. Dusky Bridge caught on fire? Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes? Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth. There's still 3 psych locks remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen? Where, you say? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Larry! Did you send this? Did you send this thinking it was some kind of love letter, but it clearly isn't, you idiot? I was in my own room by the main hall. No, I bet you were here waiting for Iris, you moron! What is wrong with you? Where else would I be? As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there. There? What do you mean, there? It's impossible for you to have seen lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room. Yeah, do I need the map here? You would have been in Heavenly Hall. Take that! Take that! That's a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple. What am I looking for? I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from here. What? Why didn't you tell me that before? Idiot. Well, how about it? How about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? Looks like it won't be that easy after all. You leave me no choice, I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then where were you? You don't know that. You don't know that I wasn't in my room, words. So where was Larry and why was he there? If I've read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Well, very well then, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed lightning strike Dusky Bridge was from here. It had to have been Heavenly Hall. Why would he be anywhere else? The only other option would be like standing here or being at the Inner Temple, and he wouldn't be at the Inner Temple. Take that! Take that! Place you saw this lightning strike from was naturally Heavenly Hall. Why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold, there's no electricity, it could fall apart at any minute. Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. Uh-oh. In other words, you have just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. Moron. I have to admit I'm impressed, Edgeworth. You're in a totally different league from Nick. That's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing at this cold little shack last night? That's what you might call a fair decor. I think you mean a fair decor. I don't know what that means. Could it be you were waiting for someone? Oh no! You really are one scary guy, you know. I believe that last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. It had to have been Iris. Take that! Take that! There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry. I told you before, don't call me Larry. The person you were waiting for was Iris. Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgeworth. No doubt because of my chilly glare. So you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence? You got something that proves I was waiting for her, or are you just guessing? This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that proves you're waiting for Iris. Oh my goodness, was I right? Did you actually write this thinking that it was a love letter, you idiot? Larry, you deserve to die alone. Here's your evidence. You called her to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter. Hey, give that back, you're embarrassing me. What are you doing with that anyway? That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry. What do you mean? Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that? You should be ashamed of yourself. Edgeworth, weren't you calling me a bimbo a couple of years ago? First of all, what's this at the top of the letter here? It says salutation here. Well, that's what it said in that book, Letter Writing for Dummies. You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris. I'm so sorry. I cannot believe this idiot. Unbelievable. So you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you? Sorry, Edgeworth. Sorry doesn't cut it, you scumbag. Threaten a young lady like that. Gulp. Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about? What threatening and stuff? I'll tell you what, you tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me a break. It's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love? You're such a moron. What did you just say? My love for her burns so hotly it could melt all the snow on this mountain. Oh, then what is this secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgeworth, don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me. Drown him. Drown him in the river. Obviously, she wouldn't want Old Lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair. Alright, then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manila envelope? Edgeworth, pull out your Glock and shoot him, please. Give me a break, it's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes, yeesh. Then why were you so quick to apologize, pal? It's because Edgeworth gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgeworth? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? That's it. That's what all those huge locks were about. I don't understand why you were so defensive. Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on, don't let it get you down. But Mr. Edgeworth, this guy is still hiding something, I know it. What do you mean, detective? Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago. If you really want to know, last night I saw something incredible. He's right. Larry, what? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone. What was this something incredible you saw last night? It's the lightning, right? You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another. I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge. Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. But now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true. What doesn't? If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning. What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. I love having Gumshoe along for the ride. Oh my goodness, another interrogation jutsu? Oh my word. No! What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like I'm next to be hit by a bolt of lightning? Dude, I love Edgeworth's reaction here. That's so good. I've just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand. Oh, we're just going to bring him to the witness stand instead of trying to... Oh, to be continued. Okay. To be continued. Are we at the trial already? I will save my progress up to this point. Does this say trial day? Part 2 on trial. All right. We got through the initial investigation. Hopefully, I imagine that this episode is going to be longer than the average one because it's the final episode and all. I'm hoping that getting through the initial investigation will make it where we can hopefully finish this game on Sunday. I'm going to try my best to finish the game on Sunday. We'll see if it pans out or not. But, yeah, that is going to be all for today because we've been going for 5.5 hours and I am starving. I'm so hungry. But that's going to be it for today. When we come back next time, we'll hit up the first trial day of Bridge to the Turnabout. Very exciting. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. Check the links in the description and whatnot, and I'll catch you next time for more Ace Attorney. Until then, farewell.